Halo guys, balik lagi bersama fikricauvevo Flash Game di sini. Aku akan memainkan game PES 2017. Saksikan saja.
The teams then, AC Milan against Fiorentina. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
We can have a look at them now. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, there's an obvious playmaker on show, and that's Honda. Good vision, a stylish left foot, a dead ball specialist, and all backed up by a high work rate that's actually often overlooked.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Ilicic, Boateng tries the route one option. Now it's Balotelli, brings it forward. Boateng, in by Boateng.
Superb goal! And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Milan have an early lead. Good start. And it's Kalinic. Carlos Bacca pushes it out wide. Now it's Bacca. Boateng. It's Boateng! How about it? No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, it was far from high caliber, Peter, and when you're shooting from that position, it needs to be just that, high caliber.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Carlos Bacca! He's done very well to get to that.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Bacca. Can he put it away? Oh, great save, real class.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Can he put it away? That really should have hit the net. KALIAN. Josip Ilicic. Boateng battles to win it back. And it's Kalinic. Out to the left it goes. Bacca, a real chance to break. Absolute pile driver. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Milan have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. And it's Ilicic. Tries to dink it in. Has a look and has a go. Bacca. Great challenge. Now it's Balotelli. Boateng. A chance! Shot at goal! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Honda gets it back. No question, that's a foul. And it's Kalinic. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Now it's Bacca. Bacca. Tins it in. He's had a go! That is wayward.
Right in front of goal like that, and he's gone and missed it. I won't have to tell him that's not good enough.
Badel. Valero did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Josip Ilicic. Balotelli displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
And he's there to hoof it away. Now it's Bacca. Now it's Balotelli. Boateng. Can he find a finish now? Back of the net! They are running riot here. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Milan totally rampant here. Josip Ilicic Looks to dink one in. Ilicic. Has a hit! It's come loose. It's a goal! Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Fiorentina grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a... That is going to be the final action of the first half.
Milan have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Milan lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. That's the start of another 45 minutes. Oh, he's broken through. He's one-on-one, surely! Danger averted for now. Can he finish? Saved only by poor finishing.
They've come out of the dressing room firing on all cylinders now. We could be in for quite a second half here.
Story. Valero. And it's Niang. Now it's Bacca. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Now it's Adriano. Chance! He's away! Great football, shot and save.
He did so well to exploit the space down the middle there. That gave him a clean run-through on the opposition goal.
Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Bacca. Adriano. Now it's Boateng. And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
Fiorentina have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Get that clear. Now it's Bacca. Driving on, he could shoot here. They've managed to get it away. Kalinic. It's a long forward pass. Adriano. Decides to play it back. Bacca with a shot! And a second time! Outstanding save to keep that out.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
And it's Bacca. Carlos Bacca. Boateng gets it back. Boateng has given away a free kick.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
Yeah, it's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
And now they can launch a counter. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Oh, good stop, it had to be. And he's made certain that won't get through. Fernandez. And he's on his way! Aimed long and direct. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? A chance! He's off on a marauding run. Fiorentina get it back again. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Shakes the shoots! It's in! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Milan tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Fernandez. Aimed forward. 5 minutes left on the clock. Gonzalo Rodriguez positions himself well and cuts it out. Done very well to intervene. Fernandez. Goes for goal! Keeper always had the measure of that. Looking to shoot! Oh, almost a sixth! Goes for goal! Gets it back. Badel tries a long pass towards the front. Can he score? Pulled out the best in the keeper. And it's been taken short. And it's Deschilio. Hits one! Played it short. How about it? Oh, terrific save. And it's been taken short. Clears it out of harm's way. Fires from distance. And the ball's come out. In once more. It's there! And still they continue with the onslaught.
Well, I wasn't expecting them to go this big, Peter, but they have been superb.
So that's it. It is all over.
Kalau kalian suka video ini, klik like, subscribe, dan bagikan video ini ke teman-teman kalian. Bye-bye.